Hey, hey, Blue Table fans, we're here with Josh. That's what he looks like. And he's going to... Yeah.
Adorably awesome.
That's right. And he's going to tell you a little bit about Tau tactics and other tips. Okay, let's roll.
So this is the most reliable way I found of getting marker lights consistently in your army. So what you do is you take a commander from an HQ, you give him 2 marker drones, you give him iridium armor, and you give him a marker or a drone controller.
Okay.
Then, out of the fast attack slot, you take a unit of 6 drones and make them all marker drones.
Okay.
So the HQ can attach to the marker.
But is that the most drones you can get in a unit is 6?
You can get 12.
But you think 6 is a good number?
It's excessive to go past that because you can only hit 1 target. So, yes,
Okay.
you need marker lights, but at what point do you say that's too much?
Right.
Because how dead from supporting fire do you need a unit?
Okay, got it.
Not to mention, in a minute, we'll talk about how expensive this army is, or unit.
Okay, got it.
All right, so you get 6 out of the fast attack and you join them together. Now the drone controller says all drones in the unit that this person is attached to uses the highest ballistic skill. So he's attached to the unit now because that's how independent characters work. And so now all of your marker drones are ballistic skill 5.
Oh my gosh, so they're twin linked.
No,
They're not twin linked anymore.
The only thing that's twin linked is the gun drone.
So a marker light drone just has the one marker light on it. Okay, got it.
So that's that. Here's
But ballistic skill 5, come on.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
got it.
you can get the command and control on it, but that's an extra 15 points. That lets, if he doesn't shoot, which he has no guns, the unit gets to reroll 1s.
Oh, okay,
So you're
that'd be
basically,
crazy.
you're guaranteeing basically how
The
many
marker light hits.
But considering, so this is how much, this unit alone right now as it is costs 226 points. So it's already crazy expensive. That's why I don't want any more.
Think about it. You now, in conjunction with this unit, you can just kill something wretchedly.
Not necessarily.
Okay, go ahead.
Because the marker lights don't do anything. All they do is support your army. Right. Like you can have 9 marker lights on something.
So what's the range on a marker light?
36 inches. And because these guys are jetpacks, they're relentless, which means the heavy doesn't matter at all. So they could be jumping everywhere which way, moving 6 every turn.
So I got out some Dark Angels here, some Spez Marines. There they are. All right. So what does this actually look like when you're shooting them with a marker light?
Okay. First thing you need to know about this unit, especially because of how expensive it is,
Okay.
it never crosses your deployment line, period.
Right.
Because it's got a 36-inch range, so especially if it sits kind of towards the center, it should be able to reach just about everywhere that you need
with like pop-up attacks with the jetpacks, right? So you could be behind something. Let's say, right? So, and this unit could conceivably, because they move 6, right? In the movement phase, so they can move out. Right.
Ready, Jones?
Now this guy doesn't even have a gun.
Nope. You don't have to take a gun
What
either.
you want is for him to be back here, right?
No, you want him out front.
When I'm out front, okay? Because
Here's
why?
Because he has a 2+ save and toughness 5. These guys only have 4+
Right,
saves.
but there's. Oh, okay. I understand. Okay,
Because they have
got
to
it.
go towards the closest guy.
Right.
So
But
I mean,
I was saying in the scenario where they all just disappear behind something solid.
oh yeah, everything just goes away.
So
it's
this guy's kind of like you just move him wherever you think the fire is going to come from.
I mean, you have 4 wounds. I mean, you have 3 wounds before you take your 4th and you die. So you can take a couple and not feel bad. So this unit, its survivability is huge. I mean, yes, you want to get out of line of sight.
I doubt that. I'm going to shoot at them now.
Okay.
Okay, while you were yammering, I got dice out, so I'll take those.
Oh.
So here's 10. We're going to call it, regardless of what you see here, 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to say 20 bolter shots are shooting at them, okay? So, all right, I need 3s to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses. That's about average. Okay, now what do I need to wound? 'Cause it'll be the drones, right?
because
Are they toughness 4?
Yep.
Oh, drones are toughness 4?
Yeah,
Did that change?
Uh-huh.
Drones went from toughness 3 to toughness 4. That's crazy. What the what? Okay, so here we go. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8 wounding hits.
3 doesn't wound.
7 wounding hits.
So mathematically right now, I should fail 1 of them.
Okay, got
Because
it.
1 out of 6 is probability.
Okay,
So,
so you're just rolling them all at the same time?
No,
You have to
no.
do them one at a time, because
It's
there'll be a
true.
point in time where you'll start dumping them on it. But you're so confident that you're not gonna roll 5 ones,
yeah.
right? Okay,
Well,
great.
4. He only has 4 wounds.
Okay, got it.
So the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. Oh, took a wound. 7.
You're right, so
Mathematically.
1 wound. All right, now let's do autocannons. So let's say an Imperial Guard army is shooting at you with autocannons, and you've got 7, let's say 6 shots.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 ups to hit. Oh, that's bad, 2 hits. Oh, and only 1 wounding hit. You know,
We'll
let's
do-
re-roll
we'll do
that.
2 wounds.
Okay, so 2 wounding hits from autocannon. That's AP 4.
Yep. So I'm just like, all right, I'll take 1 wound. And that's
All right.
unlikely.
Now let's roll with some plasmas.
This is
What has a
where-
lot of plasma shot? Let's say it's a unit of Death Guard.
Okay.
And they've got 2 plasmas in there.
Okay.
And let's say additionally that I'm within 12 inches.
You're in short range.
So here it comes. Here's my Death Guard. Oh, 1 gets hot. So those are hits. Strength 7. So I need 2s. Okay, so there's 3 wounding hits. So now what are you going to do?
Now is when you start.
Now
hitting the
what,
drones.
Josh?
Now you start hitting the drones.
Right.
Okay. So what I would do in this case, first of all, and I'll go about this in a second. So I would take 1 lookout, sir. All right, so I pass. So this guy dies. If I'm still at full wounds, I'd just be like, all right, I'll take 2. 2 is
Okay.
fine. 2 is acceptable because I'm halfway dead. You don't have plasma through everything. And look, now I've got 1 less drone. I've still
Right.
got 7 shots.
Because you're trying to protect the marker lights
That's
for
all
the
he's-
bad damage they have to do. Okay, so go ahead and do your marker lights and give us an example of how it works.
Okay, so basically,
I'll
you-
go get some markers.
All right. So you jump out like this, and you say, all right, marker light that unit. So you have your 8 shots. You go, bam. Uh-oh, that's 3 ones. See, but that's unfortunate, it's a dice game. Still, 5 marker lights. All right, so what does that really get you? So that gets you, so say you have Fire Warriors. We'll just put Fire Warriors right here. So you know you're not going to get the AP on them because they're armor 3. So there's 2 right there. They're now shooting at ballistic skill 5.
So hold on, how many marker light hits did you get?
I only got 5 out of 8.
Oh, you only got only 5.
I need 2.
Yowza. Yeah, but that is like,
But that's a dice game.
that is
it
a lot.
happens.
Okay, so now with your 5 marker lights, what happens to this unit of Space Marines?
It
And you
depends.
know what? I'm going to say my guys are in cover too.
Okay. So here's the thing. Now,
I'm inventing it being worse for Josh.
no, that's fine because
Every
that's
time. Okay,
what
go
should
ahead.
happen. Especially like if you're back here on an objective,
Sure.
because that's what I want to get.
Okay,
It depends
great.
on what's around and what's to shoot at it. If you've only got Fire Warriors, you're just going to do nothing but ballistic skill.
Okay.
If you have
But
Crisis
but Fire Warriors have Ballista Skill 3, so you'd only need to bust
2.
2 markers to
But
get
you-
him.
Yeah. But
Sorry.
then you do other units. It's overlap.
Oh, okay, so I can't say 2, every unit that shoots it then gets +2 Ballista Skill. It's only 1 unit that gets it.
Yep.
Okay, so be careful when you're playing against Tau players that they don't try and make everybody get the bonus.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy awesome, and
Yeah.
then I'd run it in every army list ever. But say you have crisis suits with plasma guns.
Okay.
That's when you go, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm
Oh,
just gonna do.
no.
Because it doesn't matter what cover you're in now. If I spend 2 marker lights, your cover's gone.
No.
So you'd spend 2, and then you
No.
say, oh look, I'll spend 1 to ballistic skill, because that way I still have 2 left for another unit.
So
to
are
go
suits
to.
Ballista Skill 4 or 3?
3.
Okay, so,
So it'd be 4.
why wouldn't you just spend this and make them ballistic? So you can make no cover ballistic skill 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then, so what kind of firepower am I looking at from 3 suits?
Probably 3 plasma guns.
3 plasmas? Mm-hmm. Okay.
But that's it, because. But if you leave 1 there and you have like a unit of Fire Warriors over here, they can be
Okay,
ballistic
great.
5 and wait to fire you dead.
So the plasmas would, I'd only get 3 shots,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, what happened to suits having multiple weapon systems?
They can still take them. Here's the thing, it's now optional to take 3.
Okay.
You can take up to 3, so you can
Oh, I
make them
see.
dirt cheap. I have a plasma gun, that's it, and then suits cost like 30 points.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have these stripped down suits, so we roll them, go ahead,
Okay.
see what happens,
So you'd have 3 hits,
right?
strength 6, so 2's to wound, 3 just died.
3 dead, okay, interesting. All right, now how could you make that so those suits would be doing more? shots, or more damage, more of a punch. Load your suits out and show me what happens to my Space Marines.
And here's actually the question that I really want them to fact. Because how it reads in the book right now, especially compared to the last one, which I'm trying not to do because that's, you know, not really a valid argument. But how it reads in the book is you can take one weapon and then take another copy of that weapon and not make them twin links. So you can have 2 plasma guns.
Okay.
And since you have a multi-tracker, you can fire 2 weapons. So now you have 6 plasma guns.
See, now you're cooking. So do the 6 shots. So you're saying rules as written right now, you can do this. I think that may be 7.
Yeah, and it's kind of debatable because everyone's like, but that's not how it was before. And it's like, now it's a new book. So technically, but I understand like intentionally because I told them this, but the bomber, it has a bomb generator. It says after you bomb, roll a dice. On a 1, nothing, you're done. 2 through 6, you get another bomb for next round. The problem is, rules as written, it doesn't come with the bomb. So how can you generate a bomb after you do a bombing run? Because it says after bombing runs.
Oh, I see.
So your bomber is now completely...
So rules as written, it can't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
So that's why I'm like, I'm not pushing this too hard, but it is a legitimate argument. So 3's to hit. So
1 miss.
5 hits.
Okay. And then you do 2 ups.
Yep.
Okay, and you could get the same effect by just having 2 units of suits shooting. Or they can move into 12 inches.
And double.
So you're talking about a lot of, like, MEQ can really suffer from this.
Terminator's equivalent, because it's
Oh,
82.
yeah, you're right.
And I don't get hot
just get
still.
out. That's fantastic. Okay, wow. All right, fantastic. Okay, so what else? What other weapons could you put on suits that would work good in conjunction with this? What about burst cannons?
Burst cannons?
What about flamers?
Flamers are good for dirt cheap. I mean, they're 5 points. So technically you could get, by the same logic. You can get 2 flamers. And you just kind of say, charge me, I dare you.
Right.
Because I have 6 wall of fire shots.
Right.
And then
an average of 12 hits, just hits, straight up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then you slap on like a missile pod or a melt.
So wait, can they take 3 weapons?
They can take 3 hard points, but they can only fire 2 a turn.
Oh, I see. Okay, because I was like, squee, what?
Yeah, no, it's only 2 a turn. But
All right,
you can take
interesting.
3.
So what about missile pods? Twin-linked missile pods or just missile pods?
Twin-link missile pods are still really good. Here's the great thing about it. So before, you'd always take missile pods because they were cheaper. Everything costs the same now.
Okay.
It's 15 points for a plasma gun, a missile pod, a melt-a-gun, and then, you know, burst cannons are 10 and flamers are 5. So you know, as they get weaker, they get weaker. But the main 3 that everyone kind of considered to be the basic suit guns are all the same. So when you take crisis suits now, you have to think, what do I want this unit to do? And that's how you outfit them. So basically, it's options, which is what I really wanted in this book, and I said that a couple times. But because everything's the same, so there's not one clear-cut better suit than another suit.
Right. It's situational.
So
Because the missile pods are extremely long range. Are they 48 inches?
36.
36 inches. That's still good.
Strength. All right. So basically what you do is for missile pods, the best way that I've seen it is you twin link it and then give the commander the pure tide chip that gives them tank hunter. That way they're still really good at killing infantry because they're strength 7, you need 2s to wound. It still hurts. But you're really good at killing tanks, and since you're twin linked, your probabilities of hitting flyers is just under what you would if you have Skyfire. But remember, each model has to pay for Skyfire, so you're saving 60 points right there alone. So it's absolutely worth it. And Tank Hunter lets you re-roll your glances, or your failed glance and pen hits. So against vehicles, missile pod suits are really awesome. You only really need one of those. What I would suggest, like how I've kind of been playing it this last week, was I had 1 unit with twin link missile pods, and I had 3 of them, and I gave them the chip, and then I had 2 different units just with twin link plasma. I am not running I'm taking 1 of each just yet because I want to make sure that's how they intended it. I'm already cutting up my suits well enough that I don't want to be doing it again in 3 or 4 weeks whenever they release the pack. Anyway, so back to this guy right over here. The really important thing to remember with this, when you're running this specific unit, is that you take the commander and he buys his own 2 little gun drone units, because they're only 12. These guys are 14. When you're setting this unit up, make sure the closest drones to him are the ones he took. And the reason why is because that way, when you do start taking drone hits, because you're not going to be shot with non-AP2 weapons all game. I mean, they're eventually going to figure out, hey, might as well put a las cannon over there and try and get them, or plasma guns. You take out these two because then it's not hitting your fast attack. Because remember, in the scouring, the book says that these aren't scoring, which is very unfortunate, but they're still worth a victory point, so you don't want them dying just yet. And that's not true for every mission, but it's good to get into that mindset. Because once this guy dies, you get victory points for him regardless of the drones. The drones just join the unit. So yeah, and that's pretty much that unit. It's the most reliable way I've been able to find to get markerlight hits, because they can survive, they can move, they're maneuverable. They're not like Pathfinders that just go squish at the sight of a las gun, because those are wounding on 4s. Yeah, and that would be the best. The second best way to get markerlights are either with a sniper drone team or a skyray. And I would choose skyrays over sniper drone teams because they eat up heavy support slots, and that's very situational in your army compared to what you need to do. So skyrays are actually really good because they're really good at taking down planes too, because every weapon they have is skyfire. So that's pretty much it for this markerlight unit. We'll probably do something else today. I'm not sure what though. Talk to you later. Bye.